Hi, my peepers. Welcome to Flosstube number 47. We have a little bit of happy mail. We have some whips. And we have finishes. I'm going to show you all the finishes of 2021. So sit back, grab a drink, whatever you need to do, and relax. So a little bit, what's gone on? Well, I am doing the No New Starts 2022. It is a Facebook group. They have 3 different challenges you can pick from. My challenge is to work on your whips. So it's work your whips. And what that is you have to have at least 200 stitches in a piece to count it as a whip. So, and you can only start something. With the work your whips, you can start things, but you have to finish something first. And your whip, your new start, has to be the same size as, or smaller than what you finished. So, I had to go through all of my old, they were UFOs. They are going to turn into whips in 2022. I had to go through those. I redid my whip go board so that it included almost all of them. I went through them all, pulled out the ones that still need more stitches in to count. And that's what I've been doing. I had a lot of things I wanted to start next year, pulled them out, got my stitches in on that. So that's what's been going on here. Are we ready? Okay. So I got my February issue of Just Cross Stitch magazine. I wasn't real impressed with this one. There's maybe 3 or 4 things in here I would like to do. But yeah. It's got some nice things in it. It just is not like sometimes I go through magazines and I want to do them all. So, yeah, that didn't happen this time. So I have that. And I'm still playing around with what black floss I really want to work with. All I've ever done for years is the skeins of 310 by DMC. And people are always telling me black inker's the best, black inker's the best. So I bought spools of black inker. First I started out with the skeins, and I liked them a lot. And then I started out with the spools. And then someone mentioned, well, the skeins of 403 by Inker are better coverage than the spools. So I've been working with the spools for so long, and I got thinking, you know what? I think that's true. So then someone said you need to buy the cone of 310 by DMC because that's even better than the skeins of the Inker. Okay, I'm going to check this all out. So I already have all these spools of Inker. Now, black does not get wasted. None of this will get wasted. Doesn't matter how much money I spent on it. I will find what actually I like the best. So I went on 1, 2, 3 stitch. I bought 10 skeins of the black Inker. So I got 10 skeins of black Inker. And I bought a spool of 310 of DMC. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a spare piece of fabric and I'm going to stitch like 5 in a row, 5 in a row, and 5 in a row underneath each other of each one to see what it is I like. I'm not going to use 310 as a skein because I've been working with that for years, but I am going to make and see what works best for me and what I like, what I personally like the best. But don't worry, all of this black will probably be all used up by the end of next year because I have the Lawn Dog Sampler Stitch-A-Lon that uses the black. The Cryptids isn't done, that uses the black. And when I show you all my whips, you will realize I go through a lot of black. So have that. this was going to be a new start for next year. Since I couldn't use it as a new start for next year, I decided to put in my 200 stitches. Where is it? Which one did I do? Wicked Nights. I've got two patterns in here. I think they're stuck together somehow. Yes, they are. I don't know how that happened, but yeah. Okay. So, I am doing Wicked Night by the Primitive Hair, and as you can see, this one is all done in black. So, told you I will be going through the black floss. So, I did start it. This is the one I started, but why does that look funny? Hold on. Oh, I see. I don't see. Oh. I guess I don't need all this fabric. Hold on. I don't understand what I did. I must not have needed all the fabric. Cut 16 by 11. Well, okay. Okay, I'm talking to myself now because it didn't look right, but it is. So, this is silk weaver fabric, and I've got that much done. So I made sure I had at least 200 stitches in on it. So I did that. And yeah, I love this fabric. It is silk weaver. I don't know if it has a color name. It is it's 32 count Belfast linen, and it's a solo piece, so it doesn't tell you what the color is. So that's what I am using on this. So I did get in my 200 stitches on that. I'll leave that here. And then I had another piece that I wanted to do next year, so I had to get in 200 stitches on that. And that's Happy Halloween by Doreen Jones. I think you can get this on Etsy. This was a free cross-stitch pattern for her Facebook page a while ago. But I had the perfect fabric that was almost that same color. I had a lot of it. So that's how much I've gotten done so far. And as you can see, there's going to be a lot of black in this. But I don't know the count or anything for this fabric. I'm not sure if this is 32 or 28 count. I am positive, though, that it is an even weave. So I have like 32 whips for next year. And my beaded cross-stitch kit is in my town right now at the USPS post office. I should have it Monday, and then I got to put 200 beads on that. Okay, then I worked on another one. This is from, hold on, it's from the 2013 Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue, and I am doing Fire Burn and Cauldron Bubble. This one here, all done in black, hence why I needed a lot of black for next year. And so I made sure I got at least 200 stitches done on that. And this is also, what fabric is this? I think this is Silk Weaver. Yep. Nope. This one is, the color is called Flapper. It's 28 count Lugana, and it's from Picture This Plus. So, have that much done. That pretty? It's really purple. It looks blue, more blue on my screen, but it's a grapey purple. It's really, really pretty. So I have that much done. Because I love my just cross stitch Halloween issues. And I love Halloween anyways. So there's that. And this is Enchantress. This is from, and I already had 200 stitches on this. The only reason why I am working on this is because I wanted to finish a section of it. So I'm working on this. This is Enchantress by Doreen Jones. Isn't she pretty? I just love her. And this is done on 28 count shale linen, but I don't think I could get the color shale in the linen, so I think I got it in Ada, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull it out. Yes, it's done on Ada. But it's halfway done, except for the beads. And she's halfway done. So I pulled it out because I only had a little bit to do down here. So I wanted to get that little bit done before I pull her out next year. But yeah, I'm loving this and how it's coming out. The only thing I don't like is the back stitching on this. Too much back stitching. It's very, some of the back stitching you can't even tell you back stitched. So yeah, I'm not real fond of that part of it. Are we ready for the finishes? So if you stay tuned, next week, Thursday, my Flosstube will be live, and it is going to be my whip parade. So I will be showing you everything that is a whip in this house, except for a few haids. I have like 4 or 5 haids that are in a drawer. I'm not even touching them next year. So they won't be in my whip parade. But the rest of my whips all are going to be in the whip parade. So I did this mermaid stitch along that Cal's Crafts was doing, and Danielle talked me into doing this with them. I think I was the first one to be finished with mine. This is done on 28 count Monaco, and I need to get a frame. Look at that. I love this piece. It's got French knots in it. It's got beadwork in it. It's all with DMC and the beads. But yeah, 28 count Monaco. It's white. And I need to get it framed. But I'm loving it. I have a few more designs by the same artist that I haven't done yet. And someday I will. But yeah, I'm happy with this. This had a lot of back stitching in it as well. Was a pain in the butt. There was quite a few of us that did this. I know Cal, I believe Julie did this, Danielle. I'm not sure about Heidi. Maybe Crystal. I'm not sure about Amanda. But I know there was quite a few of us that were working on this. So there's that finish. And then from, what issue would it be? August? June or August's, I believe it was August. Just Cross Stitch Magazine had a bookmark. And Crystal asked me to do this with her. So I said, okay. And so I stitched this up. This was stitched on a piece of Ada I already had laying around. Just a scrap piece. And then I glued it to the back of a yellow cardstock. Made a punch with a paper puncher. Put on a tassel I had. And voila. There is my bookmark. Isn't that cute? I love this. Yep. It's either the June or the August issue of Just Cross Stitch. So that's done. And then during I think it was the Olympics were on, and it was also the 24 hours of cross stitch weekend. So I decided, oh, I need to finish these. I started these years ago. They're called Halloween hang-ups. They're by Waxing Moon, and they all had a couple of stitches on them, but I wanted to finish them, so I did. The charms came with the pattern. Isn't that cute? I love it, but they're called Halloween hang-ups. And there's 3 patterns in it. That's the pumpkin. We have the cat with the pumpkin, and this is like a mushroom colored, like Lagana. It's a 28 count. So is the other one. Pretty. And then this one here is a piece of linen I had. And then I found these 2 pieces I know I did over the summer, but I never wrote them down. I forget. JBW Designs. Look. Is that what this is? Yeah, JBW Designs, A Very Merry Summer. These are done with DMC and overdyed floss. They had 2 different versions, so I did both versions. This is 28 count Monaco. It's cream. Like I said, some is done in DMC and some is done in the overdyeds, like either Weeks Dye Works or Gentle Art Threads, sampler threads. So that one there. And then I have the same pattern in a different color palette. And again, either DMC, Weeks Dye Works, or Gentle Art Threads. And this was just a piece of linen I had laying around. So that was done. And then I signed up because, you know, Danielle, she's an enabler. And she says, wait till you see these Shannon Christine stitch-alongs. I'm like, who's Shannon Christine? Never heard of her before. But then again, I've been out of the cross-stitch world for a few years. So she goes, there's a Halloween Club stitch-along. It's $8 a month for 4 months. And each month, you get 2 patterns. Okay, I'll sign up. So I don't know what this fabric is. It's a 28 count. I believe it's a Lugana. I've had it for years. So I did the Shannon Christine Halloween Club Stitch Along. It's all in DMC, Krynic, and beads. So I cross stitched it all. I would cross stitch one whole pattern with the DMC, then add the Krynic. Then I'd go on to the next one. And then the next month I would get 2 more. And I would cross stitch with the floss, add the Krynic. And again, each month for 4 months. Once all of them were all stitched, that's when I went back through and added all the beads. And I love doing the bead work. So yeah, this is, I think this will be like a bell pull. I need to find hardware for it. So I'll keep looking online. Somebody will have maybe a Halloween bell pull or something, the hardware. So yeah, I enjoyed that immensely. I kept waiting. So you would get the 2 new patterns on the 1st of every month. And I couldn't wait for them to come in, and then I would stitch them right away. I host in the Oh Christmas Tree Stitch Along. The pattern is by All Through the Night, and it's still ongoing. It started September 1st for 6 months, so it's done the end of February. And this was done on, I don't remember, I believe it's the fabric that it called for. And I used the floss it called for. So it called for, I forgot, the green it was all supposed to be done in the green. But I saw someone had done this and they did the birds red. So I believe the red is called Liberty and it's Weeks Dye Works. But the green is by whatever floss it calls for. But I did finish mine. And I love how it turned out. I had to frog a little bit. But yeah, cute, isn't it? And again, if you're still interested in joining us, there's a Facebook group. The link is below. And it ends the end of February. So you still have time to purchase the fabric and the pattern, the floss, whatever, and stitch it. Then I joined the Hocus Pocus Stitch Along that Brian Elliott is doing. The link is down below for that. That runs for 6 months. It started September 1st and ends the end of February. I did use the fabric that it called for. And this is from this year's issue of Just Cross Stitch Halloween. So, yeah. I will not lie, the cobwebs are a pain in the ass. I kind of fudged them my own way because following the directions and the pattern was a pain. So I kind of did it my own way. And this is all done just in DMC. The spider's eyes are French knots. Someone said that they were going to take a white diamond drill and put them on for their eyes. I'm like, oh, I would have never thought of that. But you could have put little googly eyes on, the tiny googly eyes for their eyes. You could have done a white bead for their eyes. But I did French knots. But yeah, I enjoyed this very much. And then you guys all know I started the Halloween Gnomes in the summer, I think back in June. I had bought these Halloween gnomes on Etsy from Green Terrace. And this is on my white 28 count Monaco. And each month I did a gnome. Although I must have started it sooner because there's 8 of them. I must have started it sooner because I finished this back. I don't even remember when I finished it. October or November. But I don't even know which one's my favorite. I think I really like the witch. She was the most fun to stitch up. But aren't they adorable? Yep, Green Terrace is on Etsy. That's where I got the patterns. You could have printed them all. You could have stitched them all up separate. Put them in a cute hoop, a little frame, a little pillow, whatever. But I decided to do them all together. So that's done. And StonyCreek.com. They have a magazine that comes out quarterly. It's not a subscription. You just go in, you see when it's being released, and you purchase it. Well, on their website, every month they have 1 to 2 little free patterns. But they're not PDFs. You have to pay for them. The shipping's $3.50 for a free little pattern. But it tells you what floss is needed, and it shows them finished on these little banded ornaments. Isn't that cute? And it has a little button that I purchased. So these are around $5 for the ornament. And then they have some specialty flosses. You can't really see it on here. It's glittery. The witch's hat, the her gown, the purple in the gown, the black, they're all glittery. And I think it's called Glisten Gloss. So I purchased those. I didn't purchase a DMC because I already had it. So I think this little kit was like $16. But you can make more with the pattern, and you have plenty of floss left over for other patterns. So I did that. Then I was asked there was in the coloring community, but it was any craft, was the Harry Potter-a-thon one weekend. Was it in October? Either in September or October, I can't remember. The whole weekend was a Harry Potter weekend. You could color, you could cross stitch, you could diamond paint, anything they had to do with Harry Potter. Well, I decided to cross stitch. I bought this pattern from Etsy, and it was called Snuggle This Muggle. Look at that. And I had this piece of fabric laying around. It's like a limeish green color. Sorry. It's this limeish green color. And so I stitched this up. Snuggle This Muggle. I thought it was really cute. Got Harry Potter's tie. You got his glasses. Got his owl, the wand, the sorting hat. You know, the little lightning streak that's on his forehead. Really cute. And then I just finished this not too long ago. Shannon Christine had a Christmas Club stitch along. This also was for 4 months, $8 a month. You get 2 patterns every month. I did mine on 28 count black Monaco. It's done with DMC, Krynic, and beads. I love this piece. So I finished this like the first week of December. So look at them. So like I did the same thing as I did with the Halloween. I would cross stitch one whole one with the DMC, then add the Krynic, go on to the next one. The next month would come, I would do the same thing. Look at those. Aren't they adorable? I love them. Then I added the beads. Well, I had beads and I added them. Now you probably can't tell. So I had enough beads to finish most of them. I think I got to, I ran out halfway on the penguin and then I had to do the snowman. So I ordered the same colored beads it called for. Look at, you probably can't see it. The new ones were such a bright glittery gold. They're beautiful. The other ones were dark. They were dark. This is the gold. It's the same color that's on here. So it's okay. This is mine. I don't understand why they were the same colored beads through Mill Hill. But there's that finish. Loved working on that. And then in January, I started working on the Animal Crossing stitch along. So you got the frame last year in November, so you could get the frame stitched up, and then every month on the 15th, starting in January to December 15th, we got a character from Animal Crossing. Well, I do play Animal Crossing now. My son bought me the Switch for Christmas, or for my birthday in April, and then I bought the Animal Crossing game for it. And he loves Animal Crossing, so when I'm done with this, it's getting wrapped up because he's getting it for Christmas. It is now 3:54 p.m. Christmas Eve. He will be here after 7 So I need to go get this wrapped, but look at this. I am wrapping it just like this, and he can decide if he wants me to frame it or to make it into a pillow. And I will do it whatever he wants. I loved this. It is so cute. So every month you didn't know what you were going to get. That was part of the stitch-along. It was a surprise. I was blown away by all the little characters that we got every month. I just love this. So, yeah, it's done on 28 count cream colored Monaco. And then right before I made this video, I needed to finish this. It's done. It's the Christmas Classic Stitch Along by Story Stitches. And we got the frame in November, and I believe we got our first drop in November. I don't remember. Anyways, we got a new character every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And today was the last day. We got the last one. Grace Notes Fabrics worked with it to get us the, they dyed the fabric. The fabric is called Joy to the World. It's on 28 count Lugana, and it's by Grace Notes Fabrics. And the Merry Christmas 2021 was charted by a member of the Story Stitches Facebook group. And I said, oh, I really, really like that. So the frame went up really quick. Each character took me an hour and a half to 2 hours to do one. They were quick to do up. But yeah, so the past couple days I did Merry Christmas in 2021, so it would be ready for today. And today we got Bumble. So you would, if you're in the Facebook group, someone put the Snow Miser and the Heat Miser together and squished, they made them smaller. And they did a Cindy Lou Who. Someone did, Frosty had the pipe in his mouth, and they did the rabbit. And someone also did Karen, that was the little girl with Frosty the Snowman. Then we had Kris Kringle, and someone did Jessica, that was the teacher. And someone did the Winter Warlock. Then we had Mr. and Mrs. Claus, which goes with Rudolph and Bumble. And then we have Charlie Brown and Snoopy. And someone took and used floss and stitched like a wire all around and little lights. Everybody that did all of that did an amazing job with making extra characters. So I need to get this framed too. I have a bin full of finishes and I need to finish them. But that is it for today. Like I said, next Thursday my live stream will be my whip parade. I do have my beaded cross stitch kit coming in. Once that comes in, I'm going to do an unboxing of that. But I'm really tired. I'm going to go take a nap. I need to wrap up 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 more packages. I'm going to do that after I take a nap. I'm tired. Went to grocery shopping this morning because I needed stuff to make tossed salad, and I didn't want to buy it at the beginning of the week because it wouldn't have been any good. I needed fresh produce. So the store was crazy, but everybody was in a good mood and no one was bitchy or anything. That's it for today. I hope that you all have a Merry Christmas. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, just have a great weekend. And my morning videos will be back on Monday morning. I will see you guys all later. Bye-bye.